first thing that we're going to start is by asking this question: who is the most important person in your life? Who is the most important person in your life? The most important person in your life is yourself. We shall therefore go ahead and meet that important person in your life. So if it is Josephat, I would want for us to take 2 minutes and we meet that Josephat. Have you greeted him or her? Let's continue closing our eyes. Then you listen to the questions. Have you greeted that most important person in your life? Having greeted that person, ask that person, who am I? Let him not tell you the name. The answer is more than the name. It is inbuilt, inherent details. Who is that person? Number 2, ask that person, where do I belong? And number 3, ask that person, why am I still living? Why was I created? So we can open our eyes. Now those questions that you have asked yourself, those questions that you have asked that person cannot be answered in one day, cannot be answered in a minute. They require soul searching. And that, therefore, it is a journey that you have started, a journey of answering those 3 questions. My ladies and gentlemen, when you answer those 3 questions and you find an answer, it will be the most happiest day in your life. And you'll start living life differently, because you have discovered that you are, number 1, a special being that was created, and number 2, a special being that was created with what? With a purpose. What is now purpose? What is purpose? Purpose is defined as the reason of something, the reason that something has been created, the reason behind the creation of certain thing. In other words, purpose is the reason why something exists. Now, there are 10 things that will assist us, 10 things that will assist us, or 10 statements that will assist us in knowing the answer to the question, what is purpose? The first thing, or the first statement, or the first fact that we must carry home is that purpose is that which God created you to do. Okay? Purpose is that which God created you to do. And I want to emphasize that purpose is not your career. It is not your educational achievements. It is not your occupation. That is not purpose. That is a job that you do. That is a job that you do on a daily basis, but it's not your purpose. And therefore, I want to reiterate, we cannot answer this question by saying my purpose is an accountant. Josephat. We cannot answer the question, my purpose is an auditor. That is the job. That is the job. Apart from the job, there is the purpose. So for instance, Josephat, if you are an auditor, your purpose probably may be to ensure that there is accountability and transparency in accounting field. And therefore, you're going to use your educational skills and knowledge, okay, that you have attained from school to do your purpose. The second fact or statement that will assist us in answering the question, what is purpose? Purpose is service-oriented and people-oriented. Purpose is really connected with your talent, what you are talented in is the purpose. The third fact that we must be able to carry home to answer this question, what is purpose, is that purpose is not shared. It therefore means that we have unique purposes. Okay? If the universe has how many people? Josephat, what is the population of the world? Yes? 7 billion. So that if we have a population of 7 billion, it means that in the universe we have 7 billion purposes. You have told me that God created you in a unique way. Therefore, what God has sent you to do, okay, cannot be the same thing that God has sent me to do. Therefore, the tragedy of not discovering our purposes is that we shall never move forward in the universe if people do not discover their purposes. Therefore, the point is that purpose is unique and is not shared. The other fact of life that we must carry home for us to be able to answer this question, what is purpose, is that purpose will haunt you. Purpose will haunt you like a ghost, like a bad dream. Right? What do we mean? If today you have not discovered your purpose and you found yourself doing something that probably you do not love, every day you'll be going to bed, okay, very unsatisfied. Every day you'll be waking up, probably you are in the entertainment industry. People are seeing you entertaining people. People are seeing you very happy. But when you go home, you start crying. What is making you cry? Because you do not feel fulfilled inside you. And why are you not fulfilled? Because you are not doing your purpose. That is why we are saying your purpose will haunt you until the day you will do it. Until the day you discover it. That is when, by this life, these days I feel fulfilled. These days I feel happy. Why? Because you have discovered your purpose. So when your purpose finds you, that is when you'll be happy. My brothers and sisters, the other fact of life that we must carry home for us to answer this question, what is purpose, is that purpose will sometimes frustrate you. Purpose will sometimes frustrate you, especially if you have not discovered it. What do we mean? We have heard of people who have gotten into a venture, into a certain industry, and they have gotten to the peak, the peak of that career, the peak of that industry, but all of a sudden you hear these guys have gone and started something else. Why? Because they were doing that which they were not created for. But at that peak, they now discovered, I've gotten to the peak, I'm not happy, I'm not fulfilled. And at that particular moment, God speaks to them and shows them their purpose. So they abandon that achievement, they abandon all that they had built, and they go to start their purposes. That is what we mean by saying that when you have not discovered your purpose, it will frustrate you at times, and it will move you until you go and do that which God created you to do. My brothers and sisters, the other fact of life is that purpose is the measure and the key to success. Purpose is the measure and the key to success. Which brings me to the point of what is success. Our measure of success, or our definition of success, is tantamount to, by the way, Josephat has 5 billion in the bank. Josephat is successful. By the way, Lucy has 5 matatus on the road. Lucy is successful. By the way, Karanu owns International Life House in Nairobi. Karanu is successful. That is the measure of success. But it is the wrong measure of success. Success must be that measurement of, have you discovered your purpose? Number 2, have you fulfilled your purpose? So success must be when you have discovered your purpose and fulfilled or done that purpose. When you do that, you are successful. Then the other fact of life that we must take home for us to be able to answer the question, what is purpose, is that we must know purpose is the destination. God created you with a purpose already. So that in his mind, God knew that you are going to do this purpose. So God had already ordained your destiny, and therefore you are to be born. And therefore, when you were born, you started the journey towards your destiny, which eventually we shall say, this guy has accomplished his purpose. That is why we are saying purpose is a destination. In other words, purpose is that vehicle that will take you to your destiny. The other fact of life that we must appreciate, we must take home, is that your existence as John, your existence as Helen, your existence as Charles, your existence as Josephat, your existence as David became necessary so that you can actualize your purpose. If you did not have a purpose, God could not have allowed you to come into existence. So your existence became necessary so that you can execute your purpose. Lastly, brothers and sisters, is that purpose, this is the fact of life, that purpose is the work which God sent us to the universe to do. Purpose is a calling, which when you find, you now find a meaning to life. Okay? And most importantly, you find what? Fulfillment to life. In other words, brothers and sisters, when you have discovered your purpose, which you are saying is your calling, okay, you will start living life. And when you start living life, you will find fulfillment and joy. Okay? And that is why we shall call you a successful man and woman. Why? Because you are living your calling, you are living life, you are feeling fulfilled, and therefore you are joyful. And therefore, that is a successful man or woman.